NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close,
and a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. We are the players love it. Thank you, David. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at small forward. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
So fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like. And Green is right there.
Well, that's yeoman's work on the glass, and we've become accustomed to it from Draymond Green.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. Curry with the steal. Thompson against McCollum. Thompson misses.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 5.
Kevin, I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
McCollum, no good.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, when the three-pointer's falling as efficiently as Klay Thompson is capable of making it, it is really hard on a defense.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
When Klay Thompson gets his game going, there's nobody in the league who's more dangerous to a defense. This guy, when his shot starts to fall, runs as hot as any player in the league.
Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Anthony drives in. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And with Klay, when he goes off for these huge games, Doris, sometimes he doesn't even dribble.
That's the amazing fact about Klay Thompson is a lot of his best games are all catch-and-shoot situations. His ability to be relentless in moving without the basketball and find the space. And do you know it only takes him 0.79 seconds to get his jump shot off?
And Portland has possession following the score by Golden State. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Portland, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot. And, of course, the Warriors. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Here's Little. The Warriors making the shot. Right side. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Lillard against Curry. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Shoots a 3 with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Looney. Knocks it loose. Curry on the wing. He has 5. Pass to Pascal. Outside for Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has...
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball.
I think there are times where one...
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Wiggins. Here's Simons. Drops in the tray. Simons has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Thompson up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Down low. Here's Green, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Goes up off the inbound. They get it again. Nurkic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Thompson. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Back to Hazonia. McCollum against Thompson. Goes up on the high post, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the pass to Poole. Here's Green. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. Warriors leading by 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shot from 12. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Takes a 3. A putback, and Collins is right there.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. McCollum against Thompson. Green breaking loose, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You can see the bind a defender is in when trying to check Klay Thompson. He's a lights-out shooter, which means you have to close. But the other thing is you don't want to foul him too much, guys, because he's a knockdown free throw shooter, too.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 9 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Out to the right wing. Passes it to Pascal. Bowman, covered by Lillard. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Well, defending the pick and roll, you have to respect the suddenness of Chris's abilities to get where he wants to hurt you.
With 2 seconds left. Misses off the right eye.
Very dangerous to lead.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all about Golden State as the game got going. An exceptional game plan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Green, and it's Pascal in at the 3. Curry dishes to Green. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Green. Missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that one's good, Anthony.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Curry against Lillard, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. On defense, the Trailblazers. Curry is inside. Get on Nurkic, and Chris throws it down.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Left side, Curry. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Curry's got 10.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Pass to Collins. Over Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
The Warriors making a switch here. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Lillard from outside. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And Chris throws it down.
How exciting is this kid? One of the more athletic front court players you'll find in the NBA. Marquise Chris doing work.
Anthony. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Cullen passes to Whiteside. From deep. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way. Chris finds Curry. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
A nice shot by Simons. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Curry is inside. Chris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Chris has got 8.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Here's Simons. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Wiggins against McCollum. Pass to Simons. Back to Collins. Outside Curry. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Here's Simons. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Curry. 14 points for him. Inside. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Chris. And Whiteside sends it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 4. It's Curry outside.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 5 now.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trent can't hit.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
What I love about Stephen Curry is the pure joy he gets from playing the game of basketball. He will put everything on the line every single night he's on the floor.
Lillard from outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That free throw good from Anthony.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
So Anthony nails both of them. And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in. Here's Lillard. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Curry fires from way outside. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Here's Chris. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Three-pointer, Lillard tips it up, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Lillard attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 19 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Curry against Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Thompson. Shoots the 3. But they get it back. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. On the wing, Thompson. No good off the back of the rim. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Wiggins throws it down.
Come on now, this guy is more than just a great shooter. Klay Thompson, really good feel for the offense.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. It's stolen by Green. Here's Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, plenty of energy left for key situations. The young Andrew Wiggins, determined. Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Thompson with it. There's the dish to Curry. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. Green finds Thompson. To the inside. And there's Chris. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Chris has got 10 points in just the second half. Trailblazers trail by 3. Anthony looking it over. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Curry. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
There's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, Cat, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Thompson against McCollum. 5 on the clock. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Chris.
Oh, my God.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Green and Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Four on the clock. Now Curry. But they'll get another chance. The deep three from Thompson. Can't get it to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan.
this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
Give me a food.
You play 2K
All the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have.
And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now they'll try to make... Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic, also Seth Curry out there. Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Now Curry, after the missed three from Klay Thompson. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Here's Finney-Smith. The Warriors making the shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to his spot and then make the defense compromise.
And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark. 4 years, $71 million.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything. We know that in our world and in all the other worlds out there. And think about that now. Tim Hardaway Jr. has made more money than his all-star father made in his whole career. Hardaway Jr., young and athletic, and a really rock-solid player at both ends.
Here's Doncic. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls. He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Doncic, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Curry finds Thompson. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Back to Curry. Plenty of space. Wiggins with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
And how about the decision-making of Curry? Not just a go-to scorer, also a skilled orchestrator who picks the defense apart with his passing.
Now Green after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Curry deciding where to go with it. They double-team Curry. Clock at 6. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. 4th in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in.
Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Looney, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Well, I think this is an ideal recipe for Wiggins. Attacking on the drive, making people try to match up with his athleticism. That's a winning combination for Wiggins.
Warriors trail by 3. Right with the double team. Pascal. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Berea with a wide open look. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Berea's got 5 now.
And, you know, Berea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
The basket Poole. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Second chance shot. Here's Looney. Now here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Berea. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Berea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Here's Looney. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even...
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Kristaps Porzingis.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had...
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. J.J. Berea is out there with Burke. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Kleber in at the 4 slot. Count that bucket. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Basket Poole. The dish to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. To the middle and stolen by Wright. Fast break Dallas. All going up court. That's good from Burke on the assist by Berea. Burke's got his first points in this one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectation. He was a #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. He gets it in there.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Burke looking over the floor. Passes it to Barea. Here's Kleba. Another three for Dallas. And with Wiggins, he's clearly a talented player, Clark, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and a lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Pass to Thompson. Launches it. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Warriors trail by 15. Here's Poole. They get the rebound. And Green is right there.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
A 3 ball. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Chris, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Thompson. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 13. Curry outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Chris kicks to Green. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. Dallas has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 10 points for Luka Doncic. Green finds Wiggins. It's good from long range.
For Wiggins to take another step forward, he must improve as a shooter. So this is good to see.
Down low, 11 feet away. No good from Finney-Smith. Here's Green. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Luka. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period. And that does it for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in its center. That's the Warriors' 5. On when you see that step back three, Clark for Doncic. Shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what they say, Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Wiggins dishes to Curry. Chris pass to Curry. Lets it go from 14. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Fires from 18. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Curry against Thompson. From deep. The shot by Curry, no good. Warriors trail by 15. Puts up a 3. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Wiggins.
And you can't give Thompson even an inch of airspace, especially from outside the arc. That's when he's looking to strike.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kleber's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
As you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously, confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. Now the pass to basket. Shot clock at 5. Thompson outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Wright finds Porzingis. Back to Wright. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 1:19 left to play here in the third. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry against Wright. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Puts it up from 7. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, for Porzingis, the business of the family is basketball. His parents played at a very high level. His older brother played professionally for over a decade, and the first word that Porzingis said was ball, and he's had one in his hands pretty much from the start.
Dallas making a switch here. Curry's checked in. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Stephen Curry.
I mean, he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Wright. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Here's Curry. He's got 7. .35 seconds left in the third. And it's Golden State with another.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Seth Curry. Outside Curry. Pass to Looney. Outside Curry. Lets it go from the wing. They get it back. Smailagic. It's intercepted. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Doncic out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Kleba in at the 4. Doncic, no good. Stripped away. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Curry with it. Curry on the wing. They double-team Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's tipped. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Doncic against Curry. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Knocked away. Right side Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. And the Mavericks lead by 5. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, if you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Curry. That shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Thompson in the corner. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Up top, Curry. Guarded by Doncic. Curry against Doncic. Curry passes to Chris. Curry trying to break free. And Chris throws it down.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
On the wing, Hardaway. 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Here's Curry. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's DeLon Wright in for Hardaway. The Warriors trail. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Curry, good.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Higgins outside. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Curry's got the ball. It's in!
Excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Thompson looking for an opening.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. Wright finds Doncic. Outside Curry. Passes to Doncic. From deep three-point range. They get a hand on it, but he recovers it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark. A three-pointer. Wiggins. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A narrow win under difficult. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't
break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland, a couple spots below.
And for the Trailblazers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And he gets it to go.
I like to see this Lillard. Patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
McCollum, the shot missing. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. A putback. Porzingis on the foul.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Out to Anthony. Pass to Lillard to stop the run. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Taken away by Anthony. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Offensive rebound. Here's Curry. He dishes it to Doncic. From deep. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's right in for Curry. The feed to McCollum. Finished off the break.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
4-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
Porzingis can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
1:15 left in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Kleber. Cans it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Passed a little. Shot from 12, and that one goes long. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Porzingis. Here's Wright, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Right side against Porzingis. 26 seconds left in the first. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic, no good.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Here's Whiteside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And both free throws good from Whiteside. From deep three-point range, no good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game. As the leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad, you know.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Burke with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
But Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers leading by 4. Down low. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And here's Barea outside. Burke, the pass to Kleber. Now here's Barea. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kleber's got 5 now. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. Nice open look, but it's no good. Right side. Marjanovic, and the shot goes in. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The pass to Hezonja. And Portland turns it over again. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Drills it from outside.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick. And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Curry. Burke's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And that one's good. Burke.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's Lillard. He had 25 points last game.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Now, sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleber. 40 seconds left now here in the second. Anthony on the wing. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And he makes the first. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Hardaway hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
What a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They get it back. The layup missed. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back, dude. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held at 2 points. And that does it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Anthony with it. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. Doncic out there with Seth Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come here in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on,
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
Outside Anthony. Collins finds Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here's Nurkic. From 13, and with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Lillard.
Right, but once Lillard gets going, it's fun to watch. I mean, he attacks with such ferocity.
Hardaway against Anthony, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Well, the best season of his career, Kevin. But then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. It was a huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And then for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Anthony with the bucket.
A rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
And the Blazers were looking for that third star. Chris Nurkic was starting to look like he might fit the bill.
But Kevin, let's think about it. You could argue that he was one of the top 5 centers in the league last season. He just turned 25, so hopefully he's still on the upslope of his career.
The Mavericks leading. Barea looking for an opening. Over in the corner, Doncic. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Doncic has got 5.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
McCollum with the ball. Now right defender. Outside, Porzingis. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the 3 like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Here's Simons. Right side inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Pass to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas leading by 4. And here's Barea outside. Drills the three-pointer. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Right against McCollum. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Right side, good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Doncic, no good.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
McCollum kicks to Collins. Up again, and the second chance effort by McCollum. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Wright, here we go. And that one, good. Wright's got his second basket of the game. Anthony against Doncic. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Doncic. Porzingis, that's a 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best.
And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the balls.
Make simple passes. We got him caught trying to make a great pass out of a simple pass.
Great communicator. Terry Stotts always teaching and developing his guys.
And he likes that they're playing unselfishly, that they're willing to pass, but take some mustard off the hot dog.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Trent in at the 2 guard. Lillard finds Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Lillard with the bucket.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Now here's Burke. Covered by Lillard. Dallas again missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Whiteside. The shot misses. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Burke. The three-pointer is right on target.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And it's Lillard missing. Mavericks leading by 12. There's the triple. Carmelo Anthony grabs the ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Lillard with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Doncic, no good.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
2 points, that one goes. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Doncic passes to Curry. The offensive rebound. Porzingis on the foul. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that back.
Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was the one.
Here's Nurkic. The quick look, no good that time.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
Goes up from the top of the key. The putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to tracking the side.
Doncic passes to Hardaway, and the dunk by Porzingis.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Lillard from outside cranes the three-pointer. Lillard's got 14 points here in the second half.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Lillard against Doncic. Right side Curry. The shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in the system.
Pass to Trent. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Kevin, that type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, he can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
Passes it to Hardaway. Outside Curry. And the pass to Doncic. From downtown. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Here's Doncic. Doesn't go that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Whiteside finds Anthony. Second shot opportunity. Here's Trent. Whiteside trying to break free. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. You got to keep the pressure on.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But GA, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Connects from downtown.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
The 3 misses there. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill.
Yeah.
We have a second. Let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Green.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McCollum against Thompson. Shoots a fader. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good read by Clay. You get the sense he can do this anytime he wants.
Lillard scanning the floor. Green with the block. Inside, Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Lillard against Curry. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
The shot by Thompson, no good. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors on D, trailing by 2. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the toughness? I mean, although undersized at that power forward spot, he just still finds a way to get the job done.
Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players, so you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up, they use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there's Lillard on the assist by Collins.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Thompson. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Heck of a talent. Klay Thompson can flat out score, and you see he's getting more comfortable handling the rock.
Now, here's Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates, quality block shot by the big fella.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney, not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots, and he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Nurkic. Right side, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Wiggins kicks to Lee. Shoots from 14, and the bank shot is good. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to Brooklyn. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Knocked loose. Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. The rebound by Simons.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Over Lee, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Over to the wing. Little passes to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
His wingspan is 7'7". Whiteside using all of it there.
Whiteside against Wiggins. And Whiteside sends it back. And they get it back. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Simons taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Whiteside stays right with it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Lee. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Wiggins drives in. Basket, good.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the inside. Now the Warriors moving it up. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Now here's Little. T right on him. Warriors with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he...
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Lee, that's good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Trent passes to Little. And now, here's Hezonja. He's tightly guarded. Here's Whiteside. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Whiteside's got 10.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Well, there is no doubt Hassan Whiteside still a major factor in rim protection.
I'm not sure if his block totals will get back to 4 a game, but he still gets plenty of blocks. The fear he puts in shooters, the amount of shots he changes, still make him one of the best in the business on defense.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Here's Trent. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Wiggins. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Here's Trent, covered by Wiggins. Trent gets the bucket, and the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Lee outside. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Another shot. Haskell's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Azania. They get it back. Yep, it counts. Azania's got his 1st basket of the night.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Wiggins right side. Wide open look, and he knocks down the jumper. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Trent, covered by Wiggins. Trent passes to Whiteside. Here's Little. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And he makes that one. He has 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Simons. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his 1st foul of the game. 12 seconds left here in the second. With 4 seconds on the clock, and Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Terrific energy from Curry on the defensive end.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Hassan Whiteside. He had 12 points. And that
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Now here's Curry. Passes it to Thompson. Back to Curry. Warriors the rebound. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. If you could step out to that 35-foot mark.
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my era shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
And here's McCollum after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. There's the feed to Green. Thompson, again, Golden State.
Sometimes before Thompson even catches the pass, he knows he's firing.
Lillard outside. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got 8 points.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Thompson finds Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And now here's Chris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 6. And Curry, here we go. That shot off.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Here's Collins. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Collins. McCollum against Thompson. Collins, that's a two-pointer. That one doesn't drop. So Golden State will take it the other way. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
I like the way Klay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
Now Thompson, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Thompson finds Chris. Lillard comes with the double team. Chris pass to Thompson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Inside, kicks it out to Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. From about 19 feet, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
You know what, Smitty, if you track his movement, you can see how active Steph Curry is in trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Impressive the way Whiteside is scoring here tonight, a sign of many great things to come.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by McCollum. And Thompson kicks to Green. Outside for Curry.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Drops in the layup for 2. Thompson way outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the close of the third quarter, Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Curry's shot is good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
So it's Portland now. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, Trent passes to Collins. Portland moving the ball around. Stolen by Thompson. Stolen by Collins. Whiteside with it. Looney on him. Here's Simon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Warriors leading. Thompson outside. Tries it from the top of the key. And right through it goes.
When Thompson's in the zone, he can carry an offense. That's a luxury for this team.
Nurkic kicks to McCullough. Shot, high post, and there it is for him.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Here's Curry, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Thompson with the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And you see Clay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Clay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. To the middle, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Warriors leading by 4. And here is Curry. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Releases. The Trailblazers rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Fires from the line. Jump shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
When you need a big basket, call on Stephen Curry. This guy is not afraid of taking those shots.
Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Here's Thompson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
These are the kind of looks Thompson just eats up.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. That free throw good from Thompson.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the arm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Took him no time at all on that one. 15 points for Lillard.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
The drive by Thompson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And that's the problem with guarding Thompson. He is so versatile and can attack you on the drive in addition to his shooting ability. No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Curry against Lillard. For the three. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Here's Curry with the three. The putback, good.
Clutch basket from Draymond. You always feel comfortable with him taking the shot.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Collins passes to Nurkic. Warriors with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Here's Curry. It's good.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Stephen Curry, as soon as he crosses the half-court line, he's in range.
That's a 2 from Lillard. No good, unable to end this run. So we see the Warriors get the win here. So, all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. The sprawling metropolis of... Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, the Warriors. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. Now here's Green. Wiggins surveying the floor. The Mavericks pull it in. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Now here's Porzingis. 9-point game his last outing. The shot's good.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and it's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
They double-team Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Doncic against Curry. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Doncic has got 5 now.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Curry on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Now you think about some of the great streak shooters in the history of the game. You know, Klay Thompson put up 37 points in 1 quarter. Let's go streaking.
And Doncic gets it to go. You know what, Greg, you're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Stephen Curry. Passes it to Kleber. Back to Curry. Here's Kleber. Pass to Doncic. 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Stephen Curry. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now. Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Looney kicks to Wiggins. Another 3 for Golden State.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Thompson passes to Wiggins, and stolen by Wright. One-on-one fast break. Here's Burke. No good on the 3. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Thompson passes to Looney. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
And there's Burke. That's good on the assist from Hardaway.
Catching the lead pass at full speed. Terrific anticipation. And the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Good on the triple.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. From the wing, and that misses badly. Air ball. Thompson outside. Curry with it. Porzingis with the steal. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Warriors ahead, leading. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Curry passes to Lee. Curry against Barea. They double-team Curry. Pass to Looney. Takes a three. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Over to the left wing. Lee with the steal. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
They double-team Curry. Looney passes to Lee. 6 to shoot. Golden State moving the ball around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Tipped away from Mavericks trailing. Down low. Here's Kleba, and he dunks it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Curry looking around. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for Wright, and Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Outside for Curry. Back to Lee. There's the dish to Green. 4 on the shot clock. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Kleba. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. 11 feet away. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
Here's Doncic. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Lee. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule.
I know that they do that in the Summer League where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Wiggins. Porzingis with the block. Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Thompson with it. Hardaway picks him up. Thompson is doubled. He kicks it to Wiggins. And now here's Chris. He's guarded closely. Green. It's deflected. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic passes to Burke. Got a piece of it.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
There's Green with the three. The pass to Chris. Here's Pascal. Guarded by Hardaway. Got a piece of it. Wiggins from outside, and that one released in time, but no good. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis, and it's Burke in at point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now Wiggins. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Thompson against Doncic. Over Thompson. Doncic, no good. Warriors trail by 3. Green, the pass to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 8 points.
Klay Thompson takes a ton of pride in the catch-and-shoot game. His release is lightning quick.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Chance. Let's check out the stats for Doncic. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry passes to Chris. They double-team Curry. Pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that
kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Burke can't get it to go. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Chris throws it down.
Well, Chris and his mobility are something that could set him apart at his position. Klay Thompson just never dwelling too long on a game where he might miss a couple shots, or over the course of maybe a couple weeks when he's not in his best form. He turns it around pretty quickly, does Klay, and it's pretty impactful.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Fires from deep. Another three for Golden State.
Great execution. Steph just ripping the defense right now to shreds. What a great screen and roll action that was.
Oh, here comes Curry all alone. Good on the shot. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic finds Marjanovic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And for all-time great shooters like Klay, you need to have that confidence in your shot.
Well, I think Klay's confidence grows a lot too, Kevin, from the fact that he knows on a nightly basis that the ball is going to come his way. It's one of the best aspects of the Golden State Warrior offense is that they share it. So you're not going to go through a 10-game stretch where the opportunities to score aren't there. Klay's going to see shot opportunities because of Steph's unselfishness, and because he's such a world-class shooter, he's going to work his way out of slumps pretty quickly, and then he's going to go on a tear.
On the wing, Wiggins, guarded by Barea. Wiggins against Barea. Smile again, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Finney-Smith, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
Here's Pascal. Golden State moving the ball around. Wiggins outside. Lee against Barea. Lee passes to Pascal. Out to Lee. Pulls it up. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in. Out to the wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. It's up a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. 2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Here's Kleba. It's good. Kleba's got his second basket of the night.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Pascal's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Warriors. Stolen away. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Steph Curry, and it's Pascal in at the 4. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 5. From deep 3-point range. That one misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
They double-team Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Inside. There's the pass to Pascal. To the middle. It's picked off. It's Curry with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
To the paint. Passes it to Pascal. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. And Wright, here we go. Makes it off the glass. Wright's got his first points of the night. Warriors leading by 6. Curry on the wing. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
A 3 from Porzingis. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Hardaway's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Wright. Finney-Smith kicks to Curry. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Green. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. It's deflected. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've led by as many as 11 points. Down low. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Porzingis. Steph Curry with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Right, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wiggins outside. Unloads from 13. And the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 9.
The defense might start to want to respect the fact that Marquise Chris can nail that kind of jump shot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Pass to Wiggins. Inside. Here's Chris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wiggins outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson from long range. They get the rebound. Curry on the wing. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And stolen by Wright. Here's Doncic. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. From 15 feet away, it drops.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy.
So we see the Warriors taking the...
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in
Rip City.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 2 spots down.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility. There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis. 5 to shoot. Over Doncic. The shot comes out. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. And Doris, Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. And Doncic, here we go. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
And that one, good.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. McCollum trying to get open, and the basket is good.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Passes to Porzingis. Looking to end the run. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Doncic. He's averaging 28 points, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
McCollum with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Now, here's Collins. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Anthony dishes to Collins. Back to Anthony. Out to the right wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got his second bucket tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Now here's Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Inside. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Simons. Lays it up off the glass. Curry way outside, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, J.J. Barea is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Count it.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Mavericks trail by 13 to the left wing. Pass to Marjanovic. Right, looking around, and there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Burke can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Trent. Shoots the three. Mavericks with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Wright. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trail Blazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. And there's the pass to Hazanya. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hazanya. He averages about 5 points a game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Portland leading by 11. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Trent. It's tipped. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Burke with the ball. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Trent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's the three. But they recover it. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that one's good. Right.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Passes it to Hazanya. No one near him. And he nails the jumper. Hazanya's got 6.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Right side. In the corner, it's Kleba. Back to right. Just 5 on the clock. Over Little. And it's Wright missing.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Hazanya, the pass to Nurkic. The feed to Little. Pass to Hazanya. Lillard left side. Offensive rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Down low, Janovic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for DeLon Wright, and Barea subbed in for Burke.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. He's got 5.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Offline from the top of the key.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 10. Shaq. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Bucket is good. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Doncic comes with the double team. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hardaway for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
Shot clock at 6. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 5.
continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Pushing it up. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Curry against McCollum. Anthony in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
And Anthony gets it to go.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
Pass to Finney-Smith for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Hardaway goes in. Here's Porzingis, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wright comes in for Curry, and Barea subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The pass to Little. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 6 points.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Passes to Wright, back to Kleber. Here's Doncic. Offline with his three.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Marjanovic is checked in. Simons, the pass to Collins. Here's Simons, guarded by Wright. Back to Collins. Here's Simons. Here's Whiteside, outside Anthony. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 7 now in this quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
There's the steal. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Trent passes to Carmelo. Here's Whiteside. No good on the three. Mavericks trail by 10.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Trey Burks checked in for Luka Doncic. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
And both free throws good for Anthony. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. To the left side wing. Burke. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And as we end the third quarter, a double. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Burke is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Wright in at the 3, the small forward. The wide open look here for Anthony, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You know, these are the kinds of nights when he gets it going like this. Melo can be a one-man band.
Pass to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Porzingis. Lets it go from deep, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And then for Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Trey Burke. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Anthony.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And Lillard gets double teamed. It's deflected. Porzingis against Whiteside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Doris, given how much of last season he missed and how early he came into the league, Porzingis a lot younger than people think.
Yeah, no doubt. Because you think about it, he becomes an all-star at the age of 22 and already one of the more recognizable faces in the league. It is truly scary to think that in a few years, KP could be miles better than where he is today.
Doncic is checked in for DeLon Wright. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Left side, Collins. He dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Collins. Feeds it to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. He's looking for Lillard and finds it. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Curry gets the bucket.
You have to want to be ready in big moments, and Seth Curry delivers big time.
Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Basket counts. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Lillard scanning the floor. Collins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really work there on the offensive glass.
To tie it up. Doncic, no good. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland leading by 3. Here is Lillard. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Lillard against Doncic to tie it up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
Well, this guy is so effective with the pump fake. Luka Doncic gets the defender off his feet. Beautiful.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Lillard dishes to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Lots of room. It drops.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Doncic feeling it out. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
From the inbound, it's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
There's no defense for that. Sometimes Doncic just hits tough shots.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The score knotted at 63. 1 second left in the game. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Portland, we're back. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So Dallas will get the first possession. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Bearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Nurkic finds McCollum. No one covers. McCollum's got the first points here in the overtime period for Portland.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Lillard attacking. Comes up empty down low. Dallas shooting 47%, pretty solid. On its way from Curry for 2. Shot clock reset for Dallas.
How about Hardaway Jr.? Maybe we should say nothing Jr. about that. That's a big-time delivery.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Out to Doncic. Baseline J on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out. And for Portland, they're shooting. Certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Wasted no time on that one.
Whenever you need a huge bucket, you know they're going to look to Melo. This is when he shines.
Doncic, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anthony against Hardaway. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Portland leading. McCollum with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Collins trying to break free. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
My goodness, how good is the balance of Seth Curry? Welcomes the challenge of converting through contact. That's pretty.
Got it.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the left end.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 2. 30 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, what do you think?
And they've simply got to come up with a stop here. A foul's not necessary yet. If they can get the stop, they'll have some time left here where they can tie it up with a 2 or maybe win it with a 3.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Count! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
What I love about Luka Doncic is how much fun he has playing the game. Shots like that, the flair just demonstrated.
Back to Lillard. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's McCollum. It falls!
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score.
Porzingis on the follow.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.